Hey guys, this is not an unboxing video because I've already got the box open. I'm gonna bolt up what is gonna be the most accurate RTK system with the least amount of subscriptions. Actually, no subscriptions. Agri GPS came through and we went and bought one of their systems yesterday, and we are throwing it in the new Fast Track Icon. We're not gonna bother you with an install video. However, I'm gonna throw this in as fast as I possibly can and get seed. Today is our first seed video of 2025. Watch this, guys. So the reason I'm so excited about this little box of tricks here today is not only because Agri GPS has been a valuable vendor for us in the past with bridges for tractors, and we've never owned one of their systems. So I'm excited to try one of their systems because their systems are not only high performance, accurate, but they're cost effective and no subscriptions. The subscription game in society today has gotten out of control. You have to pay to use it, everything that you already own. And I don't think that's right, and either does Agri GPS, and this is a one-time activation RTK guidance system. Only took a couple minutes to bolt the globe up. Now we've got the new CRG Vision 10 screen. I'm really excited for this thing. It's very low profile, very lightweight too. Not that that matters a whole lot, but excited to have such a compact, nice screen, because again, everything we're doing with the Icon is through the ISOBUS connection of the connectivity of the Fast Track with the new Icon series. So the ISOBUS control of the drill is going to go through the console of the tractor, and this is just going to be for guidance. So we don't have to have multiple monitors running like in our 4000 series non-Icon Fast Track. As you saw us in our winter shop videos, rearrange and add several more cameras to the Horsch Avatar. Dakota micro cameras, which we've always been using, we've added more of, and we've got some fun switches. We are gonna add these to the Fast Track Icon. All this is already installed in our other Fast Track. All the sweet camera upgrades that we did this winter to the drill are now gonna be in the Fast Track Icon as well. This system from Agri GPS even came with all the RAM mounts you could need. I always thought that was pretty silly. Other manufacturers, you had to buy all the connection details to the tractor. Agri GPS system comes with a brand such as RAM, because in my opinion, they're probably the best. There's some farmer confusion here. Maybe I should learn how to read and open up the manual. I'm just trying to plug everything in. Yeah, I should learn how to read. We must have done something right, because I don't know where the power switch is yet, but it turned on. We're in business. The tractor's talking to the drill. The monitor is waiting for the implement. There's a lot of new things happening here. Speaking of new, this system's not only new to us, but this is the first RTK system from Agri GPS on a 4000 series Fast Track in North America. There's other companies that and other people that have done it with other brands, but this is the first Agri GPS system. The cool part about that is that just proves how connectable everything is. When you have a brand of tractor of any color, a lot of the time they are only capable of using a proprietary GPS system. In this case of JCB Fast Tracks in Canada, they are plumbed ready for John Deere guidance systems. But Agri GPS is not John Deere, far from it actually. Everything connects as if it was John Deere. So this is actually a little bit spooky, just how much information the ISOBUS is gathering. The new Vision monitor, the CRG Vision monitor, is already aware at how far from the connection point drawbar connection of the implement to the toolbar and all the specs. So it auto-populated all of the geometry. The only thing that I don't know how to tell it is where on the tractor we've mounted the globe. Maybe it already knows because the JCB Fast Track has the globe mounting hardware at the top front of the cab. Usually these are all measurements with any other GPS system that I've run. These are all measurements that you have to take manually and figure out. Pivot points, as an example, the tires on this drill are at the very back. So you have to figure out what the turning radius is and what your min and max turning radiuses are. But it actually already knows. This is like almost too good to be true right now, but I'll take it. Let's go. Dakota Micro sent us these switches this winter when we were doing these camera upgrades to the drill, and that is super cool. The monitor only has 4 camera locations, but with the trip of one of the buttons, we can toggle between 6 different views. That is cool. We have not had access to this before. Hashtag excited farmer. All right. The first job we're going to this year is we are seeding grass into an existing alfalfa stand. We're going to be going in at a pretty low rate. This year with Horsch, we were able to figure out some metering rollers for some really small increment fine seeds. We've got that dialed in. So we're going to use what we learned from our Horsch trip back in January going to Germany and the new metering rolls that we've got. For this application, we are going to be seeding at 8 pounds per acre, and the blend is going to be 35% AAC Maximus Brome, 35% Satin Brand Tall Fescue, 20% our High Arctic Orchard Grass, and 10% Aturo Timothy. As always, North Star Seed. Let's get this thing calibrated. All right, guys, before this video goes any further, I owe you guys an explanation, and a big one. A lot of you guys will be saying, David, did you go buy a new 4220 Icon? No, we didn't. We would like to. We can't afford to right now. However, this Icon is here in a collaboration with Noble Equipment and JCB. We had an opportunity last year to demo a new Icon and put it up against our non-Icon version, and it just didn't happen. Some stuff was going on in life and in farming, and the fast track that was here, you saw us hook it to the drill momentarily last year, but we didn't have a chance to put it through its paces. The explanation I owe you guys is we are going to put this thing through its paces this spring, this seeding, with some field work of a couple different types, hopefully. Our long-term plans, and the reason this is here, this isn't a demo to just say, hey David, go play with this. This isn't that at all. We are wanting to do this demo as part of a business plan and some expansion of the farm. We, in a perfect world, we want to be a 3 fast track farm. Is that all 4220s? Hopefully, yes. If there was a larger size, like an 8330 in the mix, that could be an option. That's what we're trying to figure out. The 8330 might be a bit big. Yes, we could do some things faster, but the redundancy factor of all of the implements at our farm being able to be hooked up to any tractor on the farm, in the case where we exclusively ran fast track 4220s, the value of that is something we can't even commute in the world's best spreadsheet. So we are trying to figure out what the best fleet looks like for us as far as tractor horsepower. This is what we want. We just need to verify and put it through its paces to get there. So that's the explanation. Some of you guys may say, oh, David, you want to buy a new tractor? Well, I wish. Time to get it dirty. Let's get to work. Hey guys, as you can see, we're doing it. We're really doing it, Harry. We are seeded. Took us a little bit of startup time just to get the GPS nailed in, get some boundaries set up, and get some AV lines all done for the first time on a new Agri GPS system does. It actually went really well considering it's a new interface, it's a new display. You know, all the buttons where you would think to go aren't in the same spot as one of our other systems, which is John Deere. So, you know, pretty minimal startup pains, and we are doing it. We've got the headlands opened up on this field, and we're just starting to do our straight lines, and I am excited. Field work for the spring has been underway for the last week or two, but we know we're always looking forward to seeding. Seeding is one of my favorite things to do on the farm. So, and I got me a smile on my face. It's pretty easy to right now. We've got a new JCB Icon 4220, and we've got a pretty, oh yeah. Don't worry about that little guy. We'll get out and check that. We got a blockage on Tower 1, run 18. Whoa! Never happens this way. I have the camera running while I almost did a thing. This could have been bad on a tractor I don't own. Well, we would have missed the tire, but barely. It would have went right underneath that little guy right there. That would have been about a $8,000 tire repair. Poor guy. It's just the skull and the antlers, but must have got hit on the highway, and over the winter, this is where he laid his final breath. But it's been chewed on and dragged around probably by some coyotes too, so who knows if this is where it actually got hit on the highway. The antlers are bad on tractor tires. We all know that. But it would have been extra bad on this one because not only is it our first day seating, but I don't own this 4220 Icon. Do you think he'll stay there? Probably. Anyway, that could have been bad. But check out this rig, guys. I am so excited to finally be seating and finally be getting some seat time in a new 4220 Icon. So iconic. Not only is that tractor pretty fun, but our new drill's pretty fun too. I know you guys have seen the drill on the channel before, but for those of you that don't know, that drill has been a very, very long time coming here at Farm 88. My dad and I have been dreaming of a drill upgrade like that for 10 years. And we were fortunate enough to sell a bunch of equipment last year and get that thing in our possession. So it's been a long time coming. Refamiliarize myself. It's funny, muscle memory. This fast track it's very similar to drive to our other fast track and fast tracks we've been in. However, there's just a couple things like going from forward to reverse. I had to drop the drill in the ground there, back up a little bit to drop the drill in the ground. There's just a few little anomalies where, as an example, in the Icon, you don't want to depress the trigger button behind the joystick. You just want to push it forward and back when it's in manual mode versus on the non-Icon. We have to depress the trigger on the back of the joystick. So just little things like that take some getting used to, but so far this tractor is sweet. Anyway, I gotta stop rambling. Maybe we'll throw the drone up in the air for you guys. Check this out.